Under the Moon is a Minecraft mod that aims to improve exploration at nighttime by adding new biomes that only come to life at night. The creep forest is a biome that can be found in the overworld, mostly near old-growth taiga biomes. The creep forest contains tall swept-wood trees with its own wood set alongside moonflowers and puffball shrooms. Puffball shrooms and moonflowers can be combined to craft a puffball soup. When eaten, this soup will grant the adrenaline effect, which gives the user speed and strength when near a monster. When exploring the biome, you may come across abandoned cabins that contain loot. The most important loot from these cabins are moonstones. Moonstones are an essential item to craft many new items and weapons from this biome, ranging from moon lamps that attract moths at night to moonlight receivers, a new redstone block that gives power depending on the phase of the moon. You can find a new armor trim, Omega, and a new music disc, Goodnight World, in the loot as well. The cursed acorn is an item that can also be found as loot, but it might also drop from swept wood leaves. It can be thrown at a mob to damage it, which also gives that mob the new thorned effect. Whenever a mob with the thorned effect gets damaged, all mobs around it will get damaged as well. If you don't like throwing things, you can also brew a thorned potion with the cursed acorn. The creep forest comes with many mobs that only spawn at night. Night crawlers are strange-looking cryptids that only appear in new moon. They are passive and can be bred with puffball shrooms. If fed a puffball soup, they will trust you permanently. When they trust you, if there is a monster nearby, they will shoot out lasers to turn it into a bunch of XP. If the monster is too strong, instead of killing it, they will just damage it a little bit and drop a large amount of XP. After lasering, they will have a cooldown of 1 minute. Echo bugs are small insects found in groups in the creep forest. They use their glowing tails to communicate with each other. Their natural predators named pupsets can be found wandering in the forest in packs. These packs usually have an alpha pupset. Pupsets can be tamed with echo bug tails and act like wolves. Alpha pupsets will yell before battle to make any other pupsets nearby to attack, even if they aren't tamed. Pupsets can be healed with a healthy treat. Just throw one on the pupset and they will eat it. You can also make burgers from echo bug tails. The peekers are distant relatives of creepers that adapted to life in the creep forest. Unlike their creeper cousins, the peekers are passive and prefer to be distant from the player. They like to look at the player from far away. If one is quick enough, they can put a saddle on a peeker and ride it. Peekers have long legs, which allow them to climb up to 3 blocks. They also have solid hitboxes, meaning you can stand on them. If a peeker has low health, it will create smoke particles. If killed, they will do a unique explosion that doesn't damage the blocks around it. Instead, this explosion will bone meal the ground. Peekers drop their antlers upon death, which can be crafted into a set of lunar claws. This weapon has a high chance of dealing extra damage to its target. When that happens, blood particles will appear around the damaged mob. It is possible to brew a potion of antidote using the peeker antlers. The antidote effect removes poison and wither effects from the user. When a peeker dies, it has a chance of dropping a peeker fetus. These fetuses can be planted on the ground. They will hatch into baby peekers, which will seek out adult peekers to ride on. The lug beetles are the inhabitants of these nests and occasionally come out of them at night. They search for puffball shrooms to bring back to the nest. Lug beetles' power comes in their numbers. If you want to disrupt their peaceful homes by breaking its entrance, then the queen lug beetle will come out to fight you. They are very strong and can spit acid at you. Queens also like to summon soldier lug beetles too. Upon death, they will drop some beetle mandibles and some poison sacks. The mandibles can be used to craft the Succor totem, which lets you summon a small army of soldier lug beetles. The poison sacks can be thrown to create a small cloud of poison. They can also be used to brew a much stronger version of regular poison. The quillback is a dangerous mob that can occasionally spawn in the creep forest. They are a medium-sized mob that attacks many different creatures, such as zombies, skeletons, villagers, and most importantly, players. They attack prey using their strong jaws and sharp quills on their back. They can shake these quills to damage mobs around themselves. If their target is far, they can boost their speed for a few seconds, which makes running away from them almost impossible. They will drop a few of their quills upon death, which can be used to craft some weapons. The quill bomb explodes into a bunch of quills when it hits a block or an entity. The quick stabber is a low damage weapon that has a very fast attack speed. It also deals some extra damage that ignores armor. The quills can also be used to brew a splintering potion, which makes its user explode into a bunch of quills upon death. The Wendigo is a powerful undead soul that can be summoned by building a shrine. The Wendigo has many attacks. It can bite and claw, and can give itself a speed boost. It can also create blood blasts around itself that deals damage to mobs around it. The blood blasts ignore armor or potion effects. If this beast is at low health, it will do a sonic boom attack similar to the Warden. The Wendigo is an exceptionally powerful boss-level creature with extremely high damage, pursuit, and knockback capabilities. Therefore, it is recommended that players challenge it only after acquiring endgame gear, or else you risk being relentlessly torn apart by it time and again. If killed, it will drop some of its remains. The Wendigo remains can be crafted into a dread knife. If a creature is killed with this knife, the user will gain the Dread Strength effect. This effect's level can be raised if more mobs are killed in a quick time frame. The higher the level, the stronger the damage. Wendigo remains can also be used to craft the Blood Charm. This item has 15 durability and can be thrown. If it hits a block, it will create the Blood Blast attack like the Wendigo. If it hits a mob, then it locks it in a satanic ritual, damaging it in the process. Wendigo's remains can also be used to craft a Wendigo trophy. This is also a rare high-quality mod that has emerged recently, and players who enjoy exploring at night shouldn't miss it. However, if your computer specs are moderate, it's recommended to play without shaders. All the creature's mechanics and textures are excellently crafted, ensuring that even without shaders, the visual experience remains impressive. Too Much Bosses enhances Minecraft by introducing 3 high-quality bosses, along with several minions to challenge players. The first boss, Frozen Warlock, is a mage encased in ice, making him initially immune to direct damage. Over a few seconds, his icy shell begins to shatter, revealing the Warlock ready for battle. Once free, he employs a variety of ice magic attacks, casting large ice blocks that damage players and launching ice pillars from the ground. Despite his potent magic, his defense is relatively low, allowing players to deal substantial damage. As his health diminishes, Frozen Warlock transitions into his second phase at half health, where he can entrap players in ice, inflicting severe cold damage and drastically reducing their speed. This phase demands that players prepare with cold-resistant gear to withstand the harsh conditions. Should his health continue to drop, the Warlock summons a blizzard around himself, significantly increasing his attack frequency. The blizzard-engulfed Warlock hardly ceases his assault, making it essential for players to utilize ranged weapons to avoid being overwhelmed. Thus, effectively combating this icy foe requires careful preparation and strategic use of ranged attacks to ensure victory in this intense battle. The second boss in Too Much Bosses, the Basalt Guardian, is a formidable nether warrior with 6 devastating attacks. This slow-moving golem compensates for its lack of speed with the sheer impact of its attacks, which can shatter the surroundings and immediately affect any player within reach. At the onset of battle, the Basalt Guardian summons rings of fire around itself, igniting players who inadvertently step on them. This makes fire-resistant gear essential when preparing to face this fiery behemoth. As the Guardian's health decreases, it unleashes powerful arm swings that not only knock players back, but also afflict them with a numbing effect, rendering them unable to use items, consume food, or attack. Furthermore, the Basalt Guardian can hurl nearby rocks with its mighty blows, propelling players great distances. Unlike the Frozen Warlock, advancing the Basalt Guardian to its second phase requires players to completely deplete its first health bar. Upon doing so, the Guardian momentarily collapses before recharging itself with flames and rising to enter a more ferocious second phase, signified by glowing textures on its body. In this enraged state, the Basalt Guardian not only resumes its previous attacks, but also gains the ability to emit laser blasts from its eyes, causing explosive fire damage to all enemies in its path. The frequency of its attacks increases, with each hit potentially applying the numbing effect, further challenging any adventurer facing it alone. As the Basalt Guardian nears death, its knockback strength intensifies, demanding that players have gear repairs at hand to endure its relentless assault. Due to its considerable health pool and enhanced attack capabilities, solo players may find this boss even more challenging than the Frozen Warlock, requiring strategic planning and execution to overcome. The third boss in the Too Much Bosses mod is a bizarre version of Steve, whose appearance and behavior are quite unusual. Steve wields spinning arms that can fling players far away and employs powerful ground-pounding attacks. Additionally, he can throw TNT at players, sometimes launching a barrage of TNT into the sky, causing widespread damage to nearby entities. After defeating Steve's first life, similar to the Basalt Guardian, he falls momentarily before rising to initiate his second phase. In this phase, Steve powers himself with Soulfire, enhancing his attacks with greater Soulfire explosion damage. His attack frequency increases, and he retains all his moves from the first phase, but also gains the ability to duplicate himself. Steve's duplicates, unlike the Illusioners, charge towards players with pickaxes, potentially overwhelming and quickly defeating them if they manage to encircle the player. Since this mod is still in the testing phase, none of the bosses drop any items, offering players a pure combat challenge without rewards. This aspect may appeal to players looking to enhance their combat experience. In addition to the 3 bosses, the mod also introduces several minions with enhanced animations. The Withered Scout is an armored skeleton with new attack animations. The Basalt Turret is a variant of the Shulker that possesses the ability to shoot lasers, track targets, and ignite any creature it encounters. All mob animations are compatible with popular shader packs, ensuring high-quality visuals that enrich the gameplay experience. Eternal Starlight adds a brand new eternal dimension to Minecraft, requiring players to transition from the overworld. Similar to traveling to the Nether, players need to activate a corresponding portal to access the eternal dimension. Unlike vanilla portals, the portal to the eternal dimension is guarded by a gatekeeper. The battle commences after a dialogue with the gatekeeper, who boasts impressive attack animations and a plethora of AoE moves. He can summon eternal meteors to attack players, and possesses strong knockback and launching abilities. Thus, it is advisable to challenge him later in the game when well prepared. Upon defeating the gatekeeper, players can engage in another conversation with him to obtain a key to the eternal dimension, along with some relevant items. The eternal dimension is timeless, where light does not change because time does not pass. Although the dimension is inherently dim, it is illuminated to some extent by numerous glowing blocks. To fully appreciate the beauty of this realm, it is recommended to carry plenty of night vision potions. The eternal dimension is comprised of 12 biomes, each of exceptional quality. When paired with suitable shader packs such as Complementary, the dimension's appearance is further enhanced. The creatures that spawn here usually have bioluminescent features due to the low light levels. Players can harvest new plants to craft furniture and mine new ores to create stronger equipment. This mod currently supports the latest Minecraft 1.21 versions for both Forge and Fabric. Players who appreciate rich and beautifully crafted biomes should not miss this mod. It significantly enriches the Minecraft experience. Farm&Charm was developed to streamline the Let's Do series of mods, incorporating changes in how certain items are sourced and utilized in Minecraft. The stove acts as the primary crafting station for pastries and bread and serves as a heat source for the cooking pot and roaster. Players place ingredients in the input slots, and within 12 seconds, the crafted items appear in the output slot. It requires fuel such as coal or charcoal to operate. The cooking pot and roaster are designed to prepare basic and larger meals, respectively. They must be placed on a hot surface like a stove or magma block to function, with smoke and cooking sounds indicating they are active. The mincer operates without a direct interface and requires players to right-click with valid items to load. Operating the crank by holding the right mouse button triggers visual and audio cues, such as crank animation and sounds. The crafting bowl is ideal for making various types of dough, cereals, and salads. After placing the correct ingredients inside, stirring initiates the dough-making process. The silo is a modular structure that can be expanded in size. The larger it is, the faster it dries contents. Interactions include right-clicking to add items, open or close the hatch, with the drying process continuing even with the hatch open. Fertilized soil can be converted to fertilized farmland or used to quickly grow larger fields. Fertilized farmland cannot be trampled down and has a small chance of randomly applying the bone meal effect to the crop planted on it. Feeding trough can be filled with up to 4 seeds. Friendly and neutral animals in the vicinity periodically go to the feeding trough to eat. After eating, they become ready to mate. It does not matter which type of seeds are used, as all seeds work for all animals. The sprinkler irrigates all farmland at the same height within a reach of up to 8 blocks. During rain and storms, it automatically turns off. The sprinkler requires no water supply and does not need to be refilled. Some of the most varied meals can also be placed to serve either as decoration or for sustenance. Placed meals offer a higher hunger and saturation value. The respective effects are also obtained when eating from placed meals. The windowsill can be used to decorate your farmhouse and fits up to 2 small flowers. The tool rack is the ideal storage solution for your tools and pans. Lastly, the Scarecrow is awarded to all players who have crafted all different food items from the Farm&Charm mod. It increases the growth speed of all crops within a short range by 10%. This add-on mod for Farm&Charm introduces a brewing system to Minecraft, enhancing gameplay with the ability to craft beer and whiskey. Hops are predominantly found in taiga biomes and their sub-variants. While hops can grow without support, using a rope for stabilization allows them to exceed 2 blocks in height. When they reach over 3 blocks, vertical ropes automatically appear at valid positions to support their growth. The brewing station is essential for the brewing process, but features no traditional GUI and operates entirely through direct interaction. The setup includes a kettle for placing ingredients, an oven that serves as a heat source requiring coal, and other parts that engage players in a mini-game during the brewing process. After placing the correct ingredients and filling the kettle with water, lighting the oven starts the mini-game, which lasts about 45 seconds. During this time, players must respond to various events that affect the brewing process, represented both visually and audibly. Successful and swift completion of the minigame results in higher quality beer. Additionally, the beer mug serves dual purposes. It can hold beer and be repurposed as a flower pot. Like the main mod, most food and beverages added by this mod can be placed down, and they feature high-quality textures that enhance the visual appeal of the game. The latest update of Arthropod Phobia expansions introduces 2 new formidable mini-bosses. Crab Constrict is an immense boss inspired by the giant Japanese spider crab. It spawns in ocean biomes, emerging near schools of fish when there is ample space. With its elongated arms, the Crab Constrictor can reach out to players from a distance, grab them, and pull them into the ocean's depths to meet their doom. Due to its long attack range, defeating the Crab Constrictor is challenging, as using ranged weapons underwater is ineffective. To overcome this aquatic terror, players might find it best to lure it to the surface where it is more vulnerable. Defeating the Crab Constrictor rewards players with the Crushing Claw, an item that allows the holder to grab nearby enemies, immobilizing them while inflicting continuous damage, similar to a short-range force gun. Solifuge Skulker is a creepy, realistic new mini-boss that adds a chilling presence to darker areas, seeking out shadows to dwell in. As its health decreases, it becomes increasingly faster, making it a persistent threat. The Solifuge Skulker targets various entities, including scorpion strikers and sheep, showcasing its aggressive nature. Upon defeat, it drops Void Geode Shards, which can be crafted into the Chaos Gauntlet. This powerful gauntlet is a weapon that can control other creatures, driving them to attack each other due to mental disruption and offering strong knockback capabilities. Immersive UI has recently been updated to support Minecraft version 1.21, with enhancements including optimized animation effects, such as a smooth animation for the hotbar selector, and a new feature where items in a container float when they match the item held by the cursor. Immersive UI is designed to elevate your gameplay experience by providing smoother transitions, customizable menus, and dynamic UI components. The mod offers several key features, including generating a trail of particles for any item of non-common rarity held by the cursor, causing items to wiggle when moved quickly in your inventory for enhanced tactile feedback, scaling items under the cursor to improve visibility, enhancing the fluidity of changing selections on the hotbar, and making items in any container float or elevate slightly if they match the item being held by the cursor to quickly identify similar items. These features combine to create an immersive and intuitive interface that brings your Minecraft experience to life like never before, making gameplay not only more functional, but also visually engaging. Gore and More is a brand new Minecraft blood particle mod designed to add a no-lag, gore-themed visual element to the game. This mod introduces blood and gore effects for mobs, featuring unique gore types tailored to each creature. When mobs are attacked, they now splatter blood particles, and upon death, they release even larger 3D blood particles. The color of the particles varies according to the mob's main body color, enhancing the game's realism. For instance, slimes produce green particles, endermen emit purple particles, wither skeletons have black particles, and iron golems show white particles. Additionally, if players choose to set their particle settings to not showing, they won't see the bigger 3D blood clumps, providing an option for those who may prefer less graphic content. This mod introduces a comprehensive ecosystem of butterflies and moths to Minecraft, incorporating a full life cycle for these enchanting creatures. The mod features a variety of species, some of which are inspired by real-life butterflies and moths, while others are imaginative fantasy creations. Each species is unique in its design and behavior. Some may be larger, others faster, and some might have longer lifespans. Certain species exhibit dimorphism, have preferences like apples, or choose habitats in wood or fruit. Butterflies can be captured and released with a butterfly net. Once caught, they can be placed in bottles for decorative purposes or stored in a butterfly book, which provides an opportunity to learn more about each species. Additionally, butterflies will lay eggs on leaves when in close proximity. The mod's detailed and lifelike butterflies are fully compatible with any shader pack, making it a rare and high-quality addition for players looking to enrich the environmental diversity of Minecraft. Don't miss out on this exceptional mod if you want to enhance the natural beauty of your Minecraft world. Iron's Spells and Spellbooks mod has recently updated to include 2 new weapons. The Spellbreaker comes equipped with a counter spell feature that can interrupt the casting of both players and mobs, and even banishes summoned creatures, making it particularly effective against mage-type opponents. The Amethyst Rapier is enhanced with echoing strikes. When activated, this enchantment causes non-magical attacks to leave behind a trace of ender energy, which explodes shortly thereafter, replicating the original attack's damage. Gero's Backpacks is a new backpack mod designed to address player inventory issues in Minecraft. This mod enables players to craft backpacks using chests and leather, distinguishing itself from other backpack mods by functioning similarly to shulker boxes. Players can store items directly into the backpacks without needing to wear them. The initial version of the backpack offers a modest 3 slots of storage space, but players have the option to upgrade for additional capacity. The highest tier backpack made from Netherite allows players to carry a substantial amount of items. Additionally, the backpacks are customizable through dyeing, giving players the freedom to personalize their backpacks with different colors. The backpacks feature highly detailed textures that look lively and animated when carried on the back, making them not only functional, but also aesthetically pleasing as decorative items. Netherite Extras is a mod that enables players to upgrade a variety of Minecraft items to Netherite level for significant enhancements. This mod also introduces the chance for piglin brutes to drop Netherite nuggets upon death. These nuggets can be used to repair Netherite gear or to upgrade golden apples into netherite golden apples. All netherite items in this mod are inherently fire resistant, which protects them from being destroyed by lava. Additionally, the mod includes items like the netherite totem, which can be used up to 4 times, significantly increasing a player's chances of survival during dire situations. The netherite apple provides extended duration of its effects compared to standard golden apples. Furthermore, netherite horse armor and wolf armor offer enhanced knockback resistance, armor toughness, and overall defense. Enter the Bungeon is a transformative data pack for Minecraft that shifts the traditional game into a dungeon crawler roguelike. It features procedural dungeon generation, custom enemies, weapons, and upgrades, offering a new level of challenge and excitement. The adventure begins in a hub, which is initially sparse but will be developed in future updates to include settings like difficulty adjustments. From the hub, players can unlock the door and step into a dark hallway that marks the start of their dungeon exploration. Each run starts in a central room with 4 different hallways leading to various rooms. These rooms can equip players with weapons, provide upgrades, or unleash a wave of enemies. As players navigate through the dungeon, they will encounter a room with a large hole in the center. Jumping into this hole transports players to a shop where they can purchase upgrades to enhance their abilities. It's important to note that this mode disables cheating. Even if creative mode is activated, players can still die. This feature makes Enter the Bungeon ideal for players who enjoy hardcore gaming experiences and are looking for an intense and challenging adventure in Minecraft. Marium's Soulslike weaponry has released a special update today for the Forge version, designed to be compatible with the Epic Fight mod. Players who have installed Epic Fight are highly recommended to download this update to enhance their gameplay experience. It's important to note that with the Epic Fight mod installed, certain weapons from Marium's Soulslike weaponry cannot be placed in the offhand slot. Instead of the traditional dual-wielding or offhand usage, players will need to sneak and use the weapon, which adapts the more dynamic combat style facilitated by Epic Fight. The actual fishing mod revamps Minecraft's fishing mechanics to offer a more realistic experience. Now your hook actually lures in fish based on their mood, mimicking real fishing behavior, where some fish may approach while others might not be interested. Once a fish bites your hook, it stays attached, making the struggle to reel it in more immersive. Successfully reeling in a fish will specifically yield fish as a reward. If you're aiming to collect junk or treasure, you'll need to revert to the traditional vanilla fishing approach. This mod introduces a modern mining machine to Minecraft, designed to enhance players' mining efficiency. By pressing M, players can access the Drills menu and activate the machine using a bucket of lava. Once activated, the drill operates slowly, with its head rotating as players guide it using the WASD keys. It will destroy and automatically collect any ore it touches. The machine is also effective at breaking through various types of wood. For players looking to boost their resource collection efficiency and who enjoy modern enhancements, this drill meets their needs perfectly. You Died is a straightforward mod that transforms Minecraft's death notification by mimicking the death screen from the Dark Souls series. When players die, their game screen now shifts to resemble the iconic You Died interface from Dark Souls, complete with the game's death sound effects. This mod is especially fitting for RPG-themed mod packs. Whether you're battling through dungeons or exploring dangerous terrains, this mod makes each defeat more dramatic and memorable, perfectly suiting the adventurous spirit of RPG gameplay. Let's Do Bakery is an add-on mod for Farm&Charm that introduces a variety of baked goods to Minecraft, such as breads and cakes. This mod features a new NPC from whom players can purchase baking-related items. Similar to other mods in the series, most of the food items can be placed down, featuring 3D textures and materials that enhance their visual appeal. Fans of the Let's Do series will not want to miss this delightful addition. Unlike standard vanilla cakes, the newly added cakes in this mod can be cut and shared among players, offering enhanced effects. The Wind Bottle mod offers players an easier way to obtain wind charges in survival mode. Typically, killing breeze mods yields only 8 wind charges. This mod addresses that challenge effectively by allowing players to right-click on a breeze with an empty bottle in hand to capture it into a wind bottle. Later, at a crafting table, you can break down the wind bottle into wind charges and recover the glass bottle. This enhancement makes gathering wind charges more efficient and less cumbersome. Yapping Tooltips is a compact client-side mod that enriches the Minecraft experience by adding tooltips to most items, including all vanilla items. By default, these tooltips are hidden, but players can reveal them by holding down the Shift key. This feature allows players to see explanations and uses for most items, which can be particularly beneficial for new players. The mod is designed with flexibility in mind, enabling developers to easily add compatibility for their own items. This makes it an invaluable tool for both players looking to learn more about various Minecraft items and for mod developers who want to ensure that their items are understood and utilized correctly by the community. Whether you're a newcomer trying to navigate the complexities of Minecraft or a veteran looking for a quick reminder of item functionalities, Yapping Tooltips offers a simple yet effective solution.